It's the ultimate showdown at Hershey Farm Restaurant in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. This 48-year-old restaurant reopened in the summer of 2024 after a devastating fire in January of 2023. And they absolutely nailed it when it comes to their food offerings and their gorgeous atmosphere. I've been able to go to both lunch, dinner, and then brunch here. And in this video, I'll be comparing and contrasting the similarities, differences, and whether or not there is one meal that reigns supreme. Hey everybody, welcome to this video. I am Danielle, your host here on Elle Living. This is going to be a really fun video. It's going to be a culinary face-off between brunch, lunch, and dinner at Hershey Farm Restaurant. We're going to try to find out if there is truly one meal that reigns supreme. If you're not familiar with Hershey Farm, it is a buffet-only restaurant. They offer up delicious, made-from-scratch Pennsylvania Dutch food, as well as other really good homemade, heartwarming dishes. Additionally, at each mealtime, they offer a grill where you can get made-to-order items hot and fresh. That menu does change per meal, of course. They also have a huge dessert bar that really should be called a dessert epicenter. They have lots of homemade goodies like pies, cakes, and puddings, as well as an ice cream machine, a sundae area, a fondue pot for certain meal times, and of course their famous whoopie pies. They are typically open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even brunch on Sundays, although their winter hours are limited, as you can see here, so double check their hours when you're planning your outing. The format for this video will go in the order in which I went to the restaurant, which was lunch first, then dinner, then brunch. So here's a look at their prices. As you can see, prices do range from the cheapest, which is breakfast during the weekday at $19.99, to the most expensive, which is Saturday night dinner. For an adult is $39.99. So they're all over the place, so just kind of take note of what time you want to go, but I always recommend a weekday lunch because you're going to get a lot of food for a cheaper price. Okay, we're going to start with a lunch buffet, and this was my first visit after the reopening. We went on a Saturday lunch, which is the exact opposite of what I told you to do just a few seconds ago, but that was because we had to go on a Saturday. But you get the same food as you would Monday through Friday, and it was very exciting to me. I'm going to show you the buffet first, and then you're going to see the food reviews as we were eating. And then after the lunch, we'll get into dinner, and then finally the brunch. So let's take a look at the food. That's good bread filling, otherwise known as stuffing. But around here we call it filling. I grew up calling it filling. It's good. It's seasoned and like moist but not wet, and just really good. The gravy is really good. I got chicken gravy. Oh, it's so good. Mashed potatoes. Okay, they are really hot. A lot of times mashed potatoes cool off really quickly, but these are hot mashed potatoes, and they're very, very good. I'm gonna try the fried chicken now. See that? Beautiful. That is good. Corn fritter. It's really sweet. The corn is really, really good. Chicken nugget. That's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. My mom and dad ordered the creme brulee French toast at the grill. Look at that. It is delicious looking, so I'm gonna taste it. Oh. Oh my gosh. It tastes like candy. It's so sweet, like unreal. That is very good. It's like a flaky French toast. It's like your normal bread. It's like a flaky bread on this really, really sweet, like caramel sauce, really. So good. Alright, so the butter noodles are my only complaint. They were actually cold. Maybe I got them off the top, but they were not warm. Sweet potatoes, good. Chicken pot pie is a little runny. This is chicken Monterey, which I've never had, and it actually was done really well. The garlic knot was actually kind of hard and dry, so that wasn't that good. Green beans were fine. It's green beans. Harvard beet was really good. So this plate, the lasagna was excellent, and mac and cheese and stewed tomatoes are really good, and I'm really picky about them, and they are delicious. Like I'd eat all up if I didn't have to make more room for more food. But now, I shall try the handball. Here. That is good. That is very good. Pineapple sauce is super sweet. It's really, and it's done really well. That's a good handball. I mean, I would, say 9, 9.5, maybe a 10. I would, if you put this in front of me with a bird handball, like, you wouldn't tell me which one was which, I wouldn't know. Yeah. It's very good. Rachel got the pumpkin whoopie pie. Is it really good? Very good. Okay. Go ahead. Very good job. Like, that's very good sheep pie. Alright, this is like a peanut butter chocolate thing. It's extremely decadent and extremely good. This peanut butter pudding is unreal. Very, very good. Good. The cookie was chewy and good, they said. And then Mom, we were hear about your peach pie. Delicious. Delicious.
It'd be better warmed up with ice cream now.
Yes, try this now. Hot. That cream is so sweet. It's like up there with like bird hand. Bird hand is really, really sweet cream. It's very sweet, just like bird hand sweet cream. The actual whoopie pie is pretty good. It's like more like a spongy cake kind of texture. That's a superstar. He went back for ice cream. They have black raspberry, vanilla, and chocolate, and then he got a strawberry delight. So what do you think, Dad?
Does not disappoint. Don't want to eat the whole thing, but I'm enjoying the taste.
I'm so full, but it was so good. Alrighty, a terrific lunch, lots of great choices, and very delicious food. We really enjoyed it. So now we're going to look at our dinner experience, which was several weeks later. Ironically, we went on a Saturday night because that's when everybody could go, but I don't recommend that because it is the most expensive meal at Hershey Farm Restaurant at about $40 a person. So as we look here at dinner time, I'll just show you the differences in the buffet. I'm not going to show you the entire buffet again. I'm going to show you the stuff that was different and available at dinner that was not available at lunch. And then I'll tell you what we thought of our food and the whole dinner experience. We're starting off here with the bang because here we have steamed shrimp, and it was delicious steamed shrimp. They do offer this at dinner time. That's a big plus for coming to dinner if you love steamed shrimp. They also had Old Bay, which I had to put on my steamed shrimp because I am from South Central Pennsylvania. That's how we eat our steamed shrimp. They also had fried shrimp. They also had regular meatballs, chicken nuggets there, and fried chicken, which were the same. They had some different kinds of dips and spreads here for appetizers and breads and tortilla chips. Upgrade their soups. They had lobster bisque that looked delicious. I did not try it. I wish I would have. They also had seafood chowder. Both of these were new compared to the lunch buffet. Then they had the soups that they typically have at lunch as well, like creamy potato and the tomato bisque, as well as some chili. Here we got some green bean casserole. That was new, though the bread stuffing is also at lunch. The mussels here, that's a different one. And of course, the grand dessert of fondue was only offered at dinner time as opposed to lunchtime. And that was a really fun addition to the dessert bar. But the dessert bar is enormous. As you can see, it's one full square with desserts on every side. Here's what they offer at the grill at dinner time. They have burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken Alfredo or Parmesan, char-grilled chicken breast, fresh tacos or quesadillas, creme brulee French toast, and then grilled cheese. Something else that was different was that we had a server bring us rolls, fresh rolls, which we did not have at lunchtime. So here's a look at my plate. I had some of my favorites here. I had bread stuffing with delicious chicken gravy. I had kind of like a haystack hash brown there on the side. Had a handball and green bean casserole and then a meatball. And it was all very, very good. My dad ordered a cheesesteak, so that's what he got there with no cheese, more like a beefsteak, and he really liked that as well. So just something to note here, the differences in the prices. So the Saturday dinner is expensive. Like I said, it is $39.99 as opposed to Saturday lunch, which is $32.99, or a weekday dinner, which is $31.99, and even cheaper still is a weekday lunch at $24.99. And keep in mind that you do pay for beverages as an extra fee. So sometimes at some places you don't, but you do here, and they're about $4 a pop. All right, so what I thought of my dinner, I thought it was delicious, really good hot food. It brings more food than you're gonna get at lunch. And then basically it boils down to the price difference. So you're basically paying those extra $8 to $7 for the extra food. So if you look at it that way, it's not so bad. You're paying for the steamed shrimp, you're paying for the mussels, you're paying for the extra food, paying for the fondue pot. So you are elevating your meal, and this is what you're gonna get for that. It is expensive, but Hershey Farm already is expensive and all the other meals in comparison to other places. Not like extremely expensive for the other meals, but the Saturday dinner is definitely the most expensive buffet in Lancaster County. Just something to note. If I was gonna do dinner, I would definitely go during the week because you're gonna get all that good stuff and it'd be cheaper. That's my take on dinner. Alrighty, let's move on to brunch and how that went and what it looked like here at Hershey Farm Restaurant. Brunch is typically served here at Hershey Farm on Sundays between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. I was more curious about brunch than excited about brunch because I'm not a typical breakfast food lover. I like breakfast food, but I prefer lunch and dinner. So I was like, we'll see how this goes. I was pleasantly surprised at how I felt about this meal. All right, so let's look at the offerings from the grill here. We got the creme brulee French toast, which is fantastic, and you have to try it once in your lifetime. The Philly cheesesteak, a breakfast burrito, ham, empanada, and steak. So a little bit different for the breakfast. I'm going to do a quick run through the buffet for most of the items because it was a different kind of meal versus lunch and dinner. So here's a look at this. We have some chicken nuggets. We have some corn fritters. Next, we got these thing called like haystack potatoes, which are really, really delicious, like a hash brown rolled up with cheese. Next to the haystack potatoes, we have some good old bacon, and then next to bacon is the fried chicken. Next, we have the handballs. We have some oatmeal here, some cream chip beef, some grits, and some biscuits. Then we have the sausage and the Monterey chicken with some cheese and nacho and beef here, mushrooms for toppings. We have green beans, corn, carrots, and then we had the quiche. So the quiche was also a new addition to the buffet versus lunch and dinner. I will say today it did not look too good. It was really, really dry. I'm not a big quiche person, but it was very dry this day. Hopefully that will not be the case every time. Then we got some cottage cheese, some fruit. This is kind of the dessert bar area now. And yogurt as well, and more like sides for breakfast. Kind of their typical desserts they usually offer, plus some pastries. That was a little different as well. And cereal. We got cereal. You're not gonna have cereal at lunch and dinner. And then there's assortment of whoopie pies and cookies and cheesecakes. And ta-da! We also have the fondue offering here for brunch, which is really cool. So you're getting fondue in addition to the other desserts. So we have some different kinds of pancakes here. We got plain and chocolate chip. Got some chicken pot pie and some mashed potatoes. The gravies. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's Harvard Beets actually. And some hot syrup, which I appreciate that because I like my syrup hot. Some French toast looked really good. Some eggs, and then some mac and cheese and stewed tomatoes. And then we got pizza and rolls over there. Here is the salad bar. Lots of good offerings here. Another big surprise, there was steamed shrimp at brunch time. So I was thrilled to find that out. I love the fact that they have steamed shrimp at brunch time. And then we got the bread assortment over here with some bagels and toast and English muffins. Lots of different breads to satisfy your carb cravings. So good offerings here at Brunch. I was really impressed with all they offered here at Brunch. So that's definitely going to play a part in how I feel about when I want to go to Hershey Farm. So here's my plate. I got some fried chicken, some bacon, some sausage, some corn fritters, a piece of quiche just to try it, and some cream chipped beef. So all this was very good except for the quiche. The quiche was dry, didn't really like that. The corn fritters here are really good. They're sweet and crunchy. Their fried chicken is excellent. Their sausage was super good, and so was their bacon. I love my bacon crispy, so perfect for me. This is my dad's plate. He got the breakfast burrito made at the grill, and it was really, really good. He loved it. Highly recommends it. And then we have the mother of all deliciousness at Hershey Farm, the creme brulee French toast. It is delicious and amazing. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch. You need to get it no matter what time you come. And then here's a picture of the quiche. And as you can see, it was layered well. Like they had some good layers here, but it was just very dry. And these empanadas I got at the grill were also a little dry. Not my favorite either. Then here's some apple butter, some whipped cream, some butter on the raisin bread. Also very good. So now we're getting to the ice cream. I don't usually get ice cream soft serve at my buffets because I'm just so full and I can get soft serve somewhere else. There was raspberry and vanilla and then strawberry and chocolate. And I was pretty blown away by how good this ice cream was. Oh my. The strawberry and chocolate is delicious and really creamy for soft serve. So the brunch was $26.99 here. I thought that was very well priced for all that you got here. Here's my summary of brunch. Very good, very fresh, lots of offerings. It's a really great brunch, and it kind of made me become a fan of brunch again because it was really good hot food, comfort food that you would get at lunch and dinner, but some great breakfast offerings as well, some freshly made ones, lots of pastries, lots of breads. The fondue pot was an extra touch to make the brunch a little elevated. So all very delicious. The only thing I didn't like was the quiche and the empanada. Those are the only two things that were dry. Everything else was really, really good. Okay, so let's compare the 3 different meals and including the prices and what you get for it. Lunch is a great option during the week. If you can go during the week, you're getting a lot of good food at the cheapest price for this kind of spread. If you want the dinner experience, I recommend going during the week because again, you're going to save money. The weekday lunch is $24.99 and you compare that to a Saturday night dinner at $39.99. It's a very big difference in price. A weekday dinner is $31.99. You slide that brunch price in there for $26.99. I believe that that is really just the best value here at Hershey Farm for what you're getting. You get a lot of the elevated and more rare offerings at brunch time that you normally get at dinner here, but you're getting them at brunch with breakfast and with lunch offerings all rolled into one. So surprising myself, I will say brunch to me is the winner here, and you're getting so much food, a lot of good food, a lot of rare items that you don't always get at lunch and dinner other places for $26.99. I think that's a super great deal. I highly recommend brunch because you're going to get a taste of everything. You're going to get all the meals in one, which is why brunch is so great, and now I kind of get it. There's just not a lot of places that serve brunch as a buffet anymore, at least not where I live. So great deal, a great value, delicious food. So brunch, well done. Well done, brunch. I'll be back for you for sure. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you've been here for all the meals yet, or if you are definitely a diehard brunch person, or you're a diehard lunch person or dinner. Sometimes you're just there at certain times. That's when you're gonna go, and dinner is often the easiest for a lot of people. If you're gonna do dinner, go during the week. It's just my little tip for you. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your next food adventure in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.